Hey,
Hello.
it's us. Woo! We're back after a long hiatus, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So we're here today to oh wait, this is Two Parts Life.
Yes.
Sorry.
2 parts. Life. No. That a lot? Oh.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was excessive. But we're here today to talk about being in relationships with people who have children.
Chillin'.
So, you can say whatever you want to say. This is our shit.
Yeah. And we conversate.
Yeah.
Converse. Don't let nobody tell you conversate is a word.
Conversate is not a word.
Conversate is irregardless.
Irregardless
Irregardless is not a word.
But yeah, we're here today to talk about that. So, you know, we were talking in previous discussion about is it possible to, you know, date women or men with children from a previous relationship and still have a healthy relationship? And I was on the side, I vote yes.
Yes.
Because, you know, I've been in that situation before and it's possible.
I mean, I don't think that it's not possible. I just don't prefer to myself. Like, I can honestly say that I'm the type that if I'm interested in a woman but I find out that she has kids, I'm kind of leery about going into that situation simply because I myself don't have kids, and I just feel like that should be like a first. Like, I'm only gonna get married one time. I only want kids to come from us and not not a child that you have from somebody else.
I know.
That's just my personal preference.
But, say for instance, not to cut you off, but what if you really like this person and what if you really want to be with this person and she has children? Is that something that you think you wouldn't be able to deal with?
And I've thought about that. So I guess, but see, doesn't that go into the whole thing where, okay, if you want me to know you have a child, you're going to tell me that up front to see if I want to. Like, you're not just going to disclose that from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we meet and, you know, I get to know you and find out that you have a child or whatever like that, then I can make a decision right then and there. It doesn't have to be like a drawn out.
I mean, what do you mean by find out?
Like, she'll probably tell me.
Before you come over, I got a child.
Right. She'll just spring it on me like that. Or I get up to the door and, you know, some little child answer the door. Like, who are you? Are you my dad? No, I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, if it comes up, like, if we're having a conversation, I'm interested, and it happens to come up within the conversation, I then can make a choice whether or not I want to pursue this any further.
I just think that
that's like my
you're racist. I just think that it is possible for you to be happy with somebody that has a previous child. Of course, I think there is etiquette that a lot of men don't get. If you're dating somebody with a child, do not show up empty-handed. Please bring something for the child.
But see, that's my thing, though.
But what's wrong with that?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but personally, I'm just saying, me personally, I don't want to have to go through all of that.
What?
Like,
what are you talking about?
I'm trying to date you. I mean, maybe that's selfish of me, and at this point in my life, I just feel like I'm trying to date you and get to know you. I'm not trying to get to know your child. I know that's kind of like somebody that I'm very interested. I give it a try. I'm just saying, like, if it's a woman that comes across and I'm connected, you know, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, what have you, I'll give it a try. But I'm just not gonna that's just not something that I'm gonna just go for automatically. I'm sorry. And like I say, and can I ask you this,
yes,
though?
you can.
Is your stance on this a little biased because you do have children?
No, because before I had children, I was with somebody who had children.
Really?
Yes.
What? Okay. It's different for you. This is me personally. I can't speak for all men. I can only speak for me. And I know that, it's not that I don't like children. I love children. I don't think I don't like other people's children. Maybe I like my own, but I don't think I like other people's kids. You know what I'm saying?
Know other people's kids, though.
Exactly.
They could be so sweet.
They could be. I mean, like I say, maybe if I was like 47, you know what I'm saying, talking about, oh, you know, I want a woman with no kids, I'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
You crazy now, because everybody got kids.
Everybody ain't got kids. We only live right here in this little section of
I'm just
Florida.
saying, and 5 out of 6 people have kids.
I'm keeping hope alive because, okay, like my cousin, for instance, he's in college. This conversation doesn't even come up because most of the people that he interacts with, most of the women that he encounters do not have kids. They're in school.
No, they probably do have kids and they're deadbeats. I'm just saying. That is so possible.
That is.
It's possible that they just don't talk about it because.
And see, that's another thing. We have to address that too. Like women who won't let you know that they have kids because of that simple fact. Maybe the kids are not living with them. They might live with the dad because of whatever.
But that ain't none of your goddamn business.
That's how you got kids. So now you to lie to me?
No, it's not necessarily a lie. But are you gonna just tell somebody all your business that you just met,
no.
Or are you gonna gradually, as a need to know basis? Because me, I'm not gonna tell you all that. Because if I'm just talking to you in a coffee shop, you don't need to know if I got kids or not.
Right.
That ain't none of your business.
But if I want to pursue her further, then should I know you have kids?
If you wanted to pursue, but she would have to feel that same way in order to disclose that information.
Okay.
And if she don't disclose that information, maybe she don't want to be with you like that.
Ooh. But would you say it like, okay, like if I want to pursue a situation, you really like me, and then would you be like, would you then tell me, oh man, I got kids? Or would I have to wait like a week later or after we talk for about a month to find that you have kids?
I don't think you have to do shit. I think you have to ask the right questions, and you need to ask that hoe if she got kids.
And she can still lie and say
and
no.
If she lied and then you find out, that's a pretty hard thing to sweep under the rug. I mean, because somebody gonna trip over that big ass lump. Because you can't just sweep no children up under the rug. You can't lie about that type of thing. And I think that if that's a thing for you, and if you don't want to date people with kids, you need to ask the right questions up front, and don't wait for somebody to disclose that information if you feel that strongly about dating somebody that has kids or that does not have kids.
I just got hope. Like, I know we're living in a society or whatever where having kids is a normal thing, but I don't have kids, and I kind of pride myself on that as being a young black man in his late 20s that doesn't have a child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just, like, if it were different, like, if I had a child, I wouldn't be this way. I wouldn't say, because that'd be crazy to me too. If I had a child, what I look like not accepting a woman for having children. You see what I'm saying?
I just think that it makes everything fun. I just think that it makes it something to look forward to. The child, if there's an environment where, there's a understanding between the mom and the dad, from the previous relationship or, what have you, I think that it could be fun, including the child.
Well, look at it this way too. Like, okay, say I'm in a relationship with a woman who has a child, and then, I'm introduced to this child gets familiar with me, gets to know me, we might connect like that or whatever. Something happens between me and the mother and we're no longer together. That's just another man that then came in and out of his mom's life or her mom's life. You know what I'm saying?
I think
like,
that's just motivation to work a little bit harder to keep what you got and stop ho-hopping.
I don't ho-hop though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but
I mean, I'm not saying you per se, but I'm just saying if you're in that situation and you know that there's a child involved and there's an emotion involved and there's a feeling involved, then you have to work a little bit harder to make sure that unity is sustained and solid. You can't just be in and out of somebody's life when there's children involved. That's
right.
First of all, that's not appropriate. And second of all, who wants to go from woman to woman meeting everybody's family? Who want to do that?
I don't want to do that. That's
and
what
the
I'm saying
older
now.
you get, the less you want to do that.
And
so
I don't even have that kind of time.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why I don't think that. I think that women our age, if they already have a child, they kind of want to settle. They just want to be with who want to be with them and who going to treat them right.
Right.
So I don't think that it would be an issue to date somebody with children as long as there's minimal drama. You're gonna have drama.
Right.
You're gonna have it.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people ain't as crazy as they portray, on TV or on Twitter or what have you.
Right.
They're not as crazy, and of course there's gonna be feelings because maybe this person just finally moved on, and maybe their ex is just finally seeing them with somebody else, and it's gonna be a little drama. But once you get past that, it can be a beautiful thing. You know, children are beautiful, and
Yeah.
you know, it can be a beautiful thing. I don't think that you should just discredit any woman with a child just because you don't want it, because you may see the love of your life, and then she tell you she got kids, and what she gonna be like, nah.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but I just gotta believe that the love of my life is not already gonna have kids.
I just don't think that if she does have kids, and if she's trying to introduce you the first chance she get, I think you should kind of be aware of that.
I mean, yeah, like I said, I could go into it with an open mind, especially if I really like this woman. I go into it with an open mind. I'm just saying that that's not my first. That's not
But
my
if she's trying to
preference.
sick her kids on you, then you need to run. Because
You gotta be leery of that too.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be Captain Sable. You know what I'm saying? I can't be out here. It's hard. Like, it's not that. It just doesn't seem that cut and dry though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
when you enter a relationship,
y'all have
you
to
send your representative. You don't always send, like, I'm not gonna get you. It might be. It's a rare chance that I'll get that person. But I'm sending my representative, and they're sending there. You have to put your best foot forward. It's like a job interview. You're trying to sell yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I believe that, and I do believe that, but I do believe that, you know, believe that when you are in a new relationship like that, if the woman is trying to introduce you to her kids the first chance she get, I think you should kind of be leery of that. I think that, you know, there's you know,
There's steps.
yeah, there's steps that you got to take when you're dealing with people in general. And
Right.
then when you add a child in there and you rush it, I think it kind of makes things a little worse. And if she cares about who's in and out of her life and who's in and out of her child's life, then she's not going to introduce you, you know,
Like right off the bat.
she's not going to do that.
Yeah.
So I
Do
don't,
you think that she'll let you know? Like, you know?
I think that is up to you to ask the question, because if you don't ask, I'm not going to tell you. Because I'm not going to volunteer information and I'm not even sure about you. I'm not even sure that I'm going to be with you for that long. And I'm not even sure. So if it's important to you, I think you need to ask the right questions. And you can pretty much get whatever answer you want. Whatever answer you're looking for, you can get it. Now if she lied, that's on her. You know, but ask the right questions. Don't leave it up to her to tell you about her business.
Alright. That's fair.
So, you're gonna give it a try?
No.
Alright, well, we'll talk to you later.
Alright.
So you can hit us up. We're on Twitter at 2partslive. Email us 2partslive@gmail.com, and that's 2partslive, the number 2 PRTSLIFE @gmail.com. Peace.
Bye.